Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
Very busy this past week for firefighters up and down the state. In fact, there have been over 250 new wildfires that have burned. Now that makes for this year the total number of fires over 6,200 since January 1st. But it's the acres that is just astonishing. Over 910,000 acres have burned. Compared to last year for this same time period, we are up 11% in the overall number of fires. But more importantly, it's the acres burned that has been significantly increased. In fact, a 233% increase in the acres burned for this time of year compared to last. And last year, we all know, ended with over 4.2 million acres burned, a record-setting year. So hopefully this is not a trend that will continue. Now, today, there are over 9,500 firefighters on the front lines battling 11 major wildfires. Let's talk about some of the major fires that are burning. First, the Dixie Fire up in Plumas, Butte, Tehama, and even portions now of Lassen County has burnt over 489,000 acres. That's up 26,000 acres since yesterday. Firefighters have been holding that fire at 21% contained. Fire behavior overnight was moderate due to a smoke inversion that definitely helped firefighters make progress. In the west zone of the fire, with over 16,000 structures threatened, structure defense for the affected communities has remained a priority. Now, fire behavior is expected to increase as the clear air occurs due to a warming trend that's forecasted for later in the week. We'll talk about that weather in a moment as well. The Dixie Fire now, the second largest fire in our state's history.
Dixie Fire is currently 489,287 acres. So we're going to start again just south of Merlin. Everything off the 70 corridor all the way up to Silver Lake remains in its current footprint. Silver Lake's there, that's just up above Bucks Lake there. Crews continue to work this area and some really good production in there. So we'll continue to have day and night oversight in there, and they're going to continue to work that area. Working up towards Meadow Valley through Butterfly Valley, Reinhardt Meadows, and then just south of Taylorsville and coming into Crescent Mills. Everything remains in its current footprint. No issues through there. Crews continue to get more depth on the mop up from the firing operations a couple days ago. Crews continue to work the mop up here through Forgay Point all the way up into Peck's Valley. They continue to work that. All that stuff is just north of Greenville there, and they're going to continue to focus on that piece. There's structure prep that they've continued through Evans Peak, and this area here, they have some indirect line that's going up towards Moonlight Valley. So we're going to continue to focus on that. Where we've had some activity, again, like I talked about today, we had the inversion that lifted around 1 o'clock today, and we saw some growth here in China Gulch, which is over by Lone Rock where that 70-acre spot has been. So that growth was there. We had a helicopter up, which we call Helco. The Helco is eyes in the sky. They don't do any dropping. However, they were assessing to see if we could get helicopters or aircraft in there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. We're still focusing on that. We still have a little bit of light today until the evening falls. So once that air does clear up enough for flights, they'll get aircraft in there to fly that. Working over some more activity from Kearney Butte area all the way up to Indicator Peak here. So we did have some significant growth. Remember now, this is pushing into the sheep fire scar from last year. So once it hit this, it has died down quite a bit and moderated. So our crews are going to get out there today, and we're going to look tonight and see what we can do. But as far as doing any work direct or anything, the activity was just too extreme for our folks to get out there. So what they've done is they've gone out ahead of this thing. Diamond Mountain, we continue to do some prep work. We've ordered more equipment for contingency planning, which will be coming into Antelope. We did activate a mandatory evacuation for Antelope area, so if you're in that area, please mind that evacuation. We need you to get out there. There's normally 3 ways to get into this. However, 2 of the ways are cut off, so there's only one-way access. So please listen to that mandatory evacuation. So tomorrow we're going to have crews out here. What we're looking at doing is from the Walker Fire over to the Sheep Fire, we're going to try to put in a contingency line. This is about an 8-mile stretch, so we're going to try to work that. We're also plugging in some resources up in Janesville to do the same thing, some contingency planning in there, put in some emergency needs for structure engines here, just to prep. But we're still quite a ways from Janesville here. We do expect the weather to be a little bit of a repeat of today, so I'm not taking out that potential for Janesville, but we still have quite a ways away to go here. But as you guys have all seen this extreme fire behavior, all we can do is get out in front of this thing and see where we can connect the dots. There's a lot of dozer lines left over from the Sheep Fire, so these will help us connect these dots and get them into the Walker Fire as well. So we're really focusing on this effort just to keep it out of Janesville. So we're doing everything we can in here to make sure that that doesn't happen.